Hi, I'm Education Specialist Gwen Roth with the Hamilton County Soil and Water Conservation District. And we know you're all looking for resources in this time of social distancing. So we're trying to put out a couple activities that you can do at home and still learn about conservation issues while you're doing it. So today I'm going to read a copy of one of my favorite books called Bob and Otto. And Bob and Otto was written by Robert Bruhl and pictures by Nick Bruhl. Once there were two very great friends, Bob and Otto. It was springtime and everything was lively and exciting. And these two very good friends spent each day digging in the ground and playing in the grass and eating the leaves that fell from the old tree. But one day, Bob looked up. "I need to climb this tree," he said. "I want to see what the world looks like from way up there." "Up there," said Otto, "but when it's so nice down here. When it's hot and dry, you can dig deep down into the ground where it's cool and damp. And when it rains, you can come back up. Life is good just where we are. Why would you want to go up there?" "Because it's important," said Bob. And up in the tree he went. "Well, it's important down here too," said Otto, and down into the ground he went. Bob climbed and he climbed and he climbed and he climbed until he was very high up in that tree. And Otto dug and dug and dug and he dug until he was very deep under the tree. "These fresh green leaves are mighty tasty up here," thought Bob. So he ate and he ate and he ate until he felt quite sleepy. "Well, these old rotten leaves are very tasty down here," thought Otto, but he still dug and he dug and he dug until he felt quite sleepy. So Bob slept. And he slept and he slept and he slept for many days and many nights. But Otto still dug, and he dug and he dug and he dug and he dug some more. When Bob woke up, he was so full of joy he felt like flying. So he flew over and under and around every branch of that old tree. Well, Otto loved digging so much, he dug over and under and around every root of that tree. But soon Bob realized how much he missed his old friend and all of the fun that they used to have together. And soon Otto realized how much he missed his old friend and all of the fun that they used to have together. So down went Bob to find Otto, and up went Otto to find Bob. "Well, hello, Bob." "Hello, Otto." "I like your wings." "Why, thanks." "So you can fly now?" said Otto. "I sure can," said Bob. "But Otto, why are you so sad?" "Because," said Otto, "if I had climbed up that old tree with you when you asked me to, then maybe I too would have grown big, beautiful wings like yours, and maybe I could fly. But I didn't. All I did was dig and dig and dig and dig, and I dug some more, but I'm still just a big, fat worm." "Oh, no, you're not," said Bob. "While you were digging, all I did was eat. And while you were digging, all I did was sleep. And while you were digging, all I did was fly around. But while you were digging, you loosened the soil so the roots could drink water, so the tree could grow tall, so the leaves would be green, so that I could eat the leaves and grow these beautiful wings. I owe it all to you, Otto," said Bob. "You're not just a worm, you're my best friend. And friends are important." The end. So in this story, we learned about two of our really good friends, Bob and Otto. And On the surface, they look very similar, but really Otto is an earthworm and Bob is a caterpillar. And Bob goes through this great metamorphosis. That's fabulous. He climbed up into that tree and he actually formed a chrysalis so that he could change into a butterfly. Earthworms, they don't go through any metamorphosis. They just get to stay earthworms the whole time. And while Otto was a little bit upset about that, he finally learned in the end that earthworms are super important parts of our ecosystem. So what we're going to do now, we have lots of craft activities that go along with this really great book. And these are activities that you can do at home. You probably have all these supplies, and if you don't, you can probably find some good alternatives to use instead. So one of the things we want to do is make one of those chrysalises that Bob used to turn into a butterfly. So you may have some toilet paper rolls at home because we know how everybody's been buying toilet paper lately. So what we've done is we've just taken some Elmer's glue, mixed a little bit of water with it, and we're going to take that and we're going to paint it right on our toilet paper tube. And then we're going to take some tissue paper and we can stick it right on there. And we can cover up our entire toilet paper tube in all kinds of pretty colors. And butterfly chrysalises come in many, many different colors and actually different shapes too, to hide in with their surroundings, to help camouflage them, to save that butterfly in its chrysalis when it's going through the metamorphosis. So you're welcome to make one of those chrysalises. And if you don't have any tissue paper, well, guess what? You can use a coffee filter instead. And what I've done with the coffee filter is I've just taken some markers and scribbled on there, and then I've sprayed it with water so it gets kind of watercolors. You can do all kinds of stuff like that. If you don't have any coffee filters, maybe some muffin containers. So I've just taken that and I've just flattened that out, smashed it up a little bit, and you can use that too. Any kind of paper works. The thinner the paper, the better for these types of projects. So this is my finished chrysalis that I made earlier that you can see. We can also make a butterfly that goes along with that. So I have one of those old-fashioned clothespins and a piece of paper. So I'm just going to take my little piece of tissue paper and I'm going to squish it right into that clothespin right there. And voila, look at that. I have an amazing butterfly. Okay, another thing, if you have any pipe cleaners at home, you can take the pipe cleaner, just fold it in half and just wrap it right around the head. Just twist it right around the head and then you have some antenna for your beautiful butterfly. You can also Sharpie marker a little face on there if you want to, or some legs. You can do that just fine. Now again, if you don't have the tissue paper, you can use the coffee filter that I talked about before, and then just take some markers and scribble it on there, spray it down with some water, and it will become really transparent, really wet, and really icky. It gets a little messy, I know. But then once it dries, you can use this too for butterfly wings. And if you don't have one of these old-fashioned clips, you can use a newfangled clothespin, okay? And just put it in there, just open it up a little bit, squish all that paper down in there, and what we get when we're all finished is, again, another beautiful butterfly. Okay, lots of different projects you can do with things that you have around the house to make your very own chrysalis and your very own butterfly to go along with our story today. Thank you for listening to our story and for doing all these activities. We hope everybody is staying happy and healthy and safe during our time of social distancing. We're going to be posting more activities on all of our social media, so make sure you like all those. Comment if there's any other activities you want us to do and share. We'd be happy to. We hope you guys have a great day.